welcome in. My name is Angelica and I am the owner of Stitch and Resin Creations. Welcome to the April market vlog. So, we got some interesting stuff going on this month. We have two markets. One is April 11th, which is at Browns and Brown Farms, and the other one is going to be April 25th, which is at Ocala Downtown Market. I'm really excited about the Brown and Brown Farms. I'm hoping it goes just as well as the fall one did. The winter one wasn't as good, but it still was okay. I think I made like $100 or something like that, so it wasn't great. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that it's just as good as the fall market, and hopefully there isn't going to be as many vendors that do plushies there. Usually they're pretty good at regulating how many people they have, and also when they have more than one, they usually are pretty good at spreading everyone apart. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that they were able to do that same thing this time. And then the Ocala market, I usually never have any problems there. Hopefully I've been trending up on prices, so I like how much I make every time. So hopefully we stay with that trend and I make a good amount. I'm always nervous every time though. Still, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna make that good this time. I'm always still nervous. So yeah, let's get to the April vlog. Alright, so I wanted to go over what I've already made in the month of April. It's April 10th. Yeah, so it's only been 10 days. I made these 3 cute little booty turtles. So you got the little booty. For some reason I didn't really like this pattern. I've been wanting to make this pattern since I first saw it 2 years ago, and I just now got around to doing it, and I don't know what it is, but I do not like crocheting this pattern for some reason. I don't know, just cause like, I don't know, I just did not like making this pattern, so I might not ever make these again, even though they are pretty cute and adorable. I might not make these ever again. I also made 3 turtles. They still need to be lint rolled and packed away for my market. I have a market tomorrow at Browns and Brown Farms. So it's their spring market. I hope I see a lot of you guys there. So this one's like a flower turtle, and then this one's just like a normal turtle. So these are like small size turtles. So we got this one that's purple, this one with blue, and then this green blue flower turtle. So I made those 3 turtles, and then I also made a monkey for my sister. I've been meaning to make the monkey for her Christmas or graduation. I think graduation. So I meant it for. And I haven't had a chance to make it, or I haven't seen her since before Christmas because she went out of the country for Christmas, so I didn't actually see her for Christmas either because I would have given it to her then. But this just made it where I didn't have to make it then, so I made it now. It's this cute little monkey pattern. I have a picture here of what it looks like because I forgot to take a video of it, by Ally Crochet, and it turned out so cute. It was so adorable. It was so cute. So that's all I made so far. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plushies so far in April. And we will see what else I make at the end of this video. So see you soon. Alright, here's my booth setup at Browns and Brown's Farms for my first April market. There are 3 other crocheters here, so I'm a little concerned. They did a totally different setup this time. So I'll have to see if this is a good market. This is my first time doing the spring down Brown and Brown Farms market. Hopefully I make some good money. I did pay $67 for the booth fee, so I need to at least make that back. So we'll see how it goes. There's not very many people here. We got like a little like busy for like an hour and a half, and now it's like a little slow again. I mean, there's still people moving around, but I also am competing against 4 other vendors for the same stuff I make. So they didn't really like spread us out either. So I have someone straight across from me who has plushies, and then I actually have another person in front of me. I never really consider them as competition, but they do have those like 3D printed animal things that kids really like, so technically it is competition because they are probably cheaper than I am on like all the little things anyways. But I never really consider them competition because I have plushies and theirs are hard 3D items. But I think that is how awesome it's not helping me today because they are right across from me. And then like literally off to the right here, there's like 3 booths down or something. Someone's also selling crochet items. Part of their booth is not like their whole booth, but they are selling crochet items. And then a row over by the food is another lady selling crochet items, and that's just like I can see them from where I'm sitting. And that's just the 3 I could see. There's another one way down that way at the beginning, closer to the beginning. That I would have loved that spot. That would have been a perfect spot because everyone would see me first and then came down this way. So there's also a crochet person down there too. And it's not like we're doing like different ranges of crochet items, we're doing very similar crochet items. And this lady over here, the one that's over by the food, she's like popular. I don't know if it's because people are going by the food first and they see her, but she seems to always have someone, it seems like. And like I said, I made back my booth fee, which is like $67, so it's not bad. Hello! Just wanted to come on. It's about 12:30-ish. We have maybe we have until 3 o'clock, so another 2.5 hours. The wind is a little windier than expected, so that's making me a little nervous. Like might have to take down my tent, and I just don't want to have to sit in the sun for 2.5 hours, so I'm trying to like wait until I absolutely have to. No one else has taken down their tent yet, but it's for sure making me nervous. We are pretty slow. Hello, good afternoon. I haven't done the spring market at Brown and Brown Farms, so this is like a new market for me, so it was kind of like a hit or miss. Hopefully cross my fingers and hope to make some money, but I've at least made my booth fee back, but it's just slow. There's not that many people. So we are about 40 minutes until it's time to pack up. It's super slow. It got even slower. So I think we're definitely down to the last slowness for the last hour. It always gets slow last hour, but it's kind of slow all day. I did manage to do this whole thing. I think when I got here this morning, I only had like this part of it done. This little section right down here, this little foot. So I managed to do this whole thing. Look how cute this Oreo cow is. I mean, it's adorable. The pattern does not come with a tail, but I wanted to put the tail on it to make it more cowy. And look at that booty! Do you see booty? Do you see booty? So, another make for our April makes. Oreo cow. Look how adorable. Yep, so if I remember to take a quick video of how my booth market. 26 or something, so in 2 weeks on a Saturday. So, hello, good afternoon. Because it was a good thing we didn't sell much. Not really. I'd rather have sold a lot and then pull my, like, go crazy because I needed to make more. But it is what it is. I'm actually surprised that the turtles didn't sell. None of them. Usually that's like a very popular item. But I still have all 3 of my sea turtles. So, see you next time. Alright, so I wanted to go over my list of plushies that I want to try and make. No way I'm going to get through this whole list before my next market, but it's just a list that I want to get through. Like as I'm doing crochet plushies, I just want to keep going and getting through this list. So this is the list I have so far, and it will change. I'll probably add more stuff on or have to do stuff over other stuff first. So let's see. So I have a sheep. Someone mentioned last time, oh, do you have a sheep? Which is the first time I've ever heard anyone ask for a sheep. So I think I need to make like 2 or 3 sheeps. We'll probably just go with 2, depending on how hard sheeps are. I feel like sheeps take a lot of time because of those bubble stitches that are on top. So I did a hedgehog once, which I think is like very similar to like the hair types, and that was a pain because all of the boa stitches, or I think it was like chain 2, go down, do a crochet stitch, back into, yeah, it was competitive and annoying. Pickles, which I actually did pickles. I did 5 more pickles. I have 2, so now I have 7. So I actually finished the 5 pickles. Bath ducks, I sold a big bath duck.
Look, I got stuff.
The market before. And then I sold this last market, the miniature one and another big one. So I have 1 big bath duck left. So I need to make at least 1 more big bath duck, and I want to make 1 more mini. So 2 bath ducks. I want to make 2 more love cats because I sold the white and the black and white. They don't seem that popular, so I don't know if I will get around. I think I need to, but I also need to make 4 mini love cats because those sold pretty quickly. I need to make some axolotls. I need to make small, extra small, small, and large, medium, large. Like different sizes. Axolotls just seem like popular. I don't know if I'll do all the sizes. I might do like some little mini ones for $5 or whatever, $10, and then do some bigger ones, like medium sized ones maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Bags. I want to start making bags. I know they take a lot longer than plushies. I'm a little like, do I have the time for this? I want to do like little coin bags or little purse bags, like hand bags. And then I'm thinking about making those like big like grocery bag type ones, like big ones, or beach bags I guess they're called. I want to make like 1 or 2 of those. See. So I want to make 4 mini chickens. I always make, 4 medium chickens. I always make little mini ones I sell for $5. But I want to make like 4 bigger chickens. Either really large ones or medium sized ones. I need to make 2 large leggy froggies. I need to make 1 large grumpy froggy. Because that sold like right away. I made it and then that market is sold. So I need to make another one. I want to make 4 more booty cows. I made 1 booty cow this last market, which is in the video earlier. The Oreo booty cow. I need to make 4 more. I was thinking pink. I made like a strawberry pink one. My white and yellow one, I made that and it sold at that market. So it was like on Valentine's Day. It sold like immediately. So I need to make another blue, white and yellow. Maybe a normal black and white. Maybe a brown and white, something like that. I need to make my horse. So if you, at the beginning of the video, it shows like my business poster, and that horse that's in that poster, I need to make that horse. A lot of people are like, look at it and go, oh my god, you have that horse, or do you have something like that? And I'm like, no. So I do need to make it. A lot of people say stuff about it. I need to make 2 medium turtles and 1 large turtle. I need to make, you know, I don't know exactly what their names are, but you know the dragons in Avatar, there's like beasts that they ride. I need to make one. Someone made a pattern, and I need to make it. I really need to make it. Like, that's like my, like, I need to make this pattern just because I want to do it, like, kind of pattern, and I need to make it. It probably won't be something I keep, of course, or I'll have for a long time because I doubt anyone will want to buy it. Because I bet it's going to be like $200 or something. Like the size of it and like what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be like a $200, $300 project. So when I have the time, I'm going to make a video of it while I'm making it. So that'll be like its own separate video, but I haven't done it yet. I need to make a giraffe. I haven't had a giraffe for a very long time. I think I need to make 2. Maybe 1 standing and 1 sitting. I want to make some flower bouquets for Mother's Day. I hope it doesn't take too long because Mother's Day is coming up. It's next month. And another thing that's coming up next month is a watermelon festival that I'm doing. So I need to make some watermelon items. I haven't decided what kind, but I do need to make some watermelon items for that market. And then I would like to do an elephant. Because I did an elephant once as a gift and it was like huge. And I kind of want to do another one. I think it was for a gift or it was a custom order. I can't remember now. I do want to do another one. Hopefully it'll come out smaller because I want to be able to sell it. No, I feel like it took that elephant to the market. It must have sold because I either took it to the market and tried to sell it, and then I ended up giving it as a gift, I think. I don't know. Well, that's it on my list so far, and we'll see in the when I made this month crochet clips if I end up doing any of these. Alright everyone, I'm coming on to go over my last market. You just saw the videos, the clips of me talking about how slow it was, how I don't think it's going to go well. I forgot to take a picture of the end market result. I just kind of started packing up. I was like, okay, let's go. I was like, 3 o'clock came and I was like, okay, let's go. I forgot like to take a picture or a quick video of like what, the stuff that sold. I didn't sell much, so it would not have been that obvious anyways, I feel like. It started getting really windy at the end too. Which you already know that. So this was April 11th. It was a Saturday market. It was at Brown & Brown Farms in Oxford, Florida. It was their spring craft market. So, I sold a strawberry bath duck. Or I should say it was a bath duck with a strawberry hat for $25 card. I sold my jellyfish, which is the jellyfish I made at my last market. So it wasn't, I like completed it at my last market. So it wasn't even around that long. I would say it was probably around 1 market. So it's crazy how quickly that thing sold. For $12, and they also bought a weighted bunny, the little chocolate bunnies I had for Easter, for $14. So it was a total of $26 card. Someone bought a pickle for $10 in cash. Someone bought a small duck hat. So they bought the mini bath duck with the blueberry hat on it for $18 in cash. Someone bought a small turtle, so the little turtles that I had in my $5 basket, for $5 card. Someone bought another small turtle for $5, and a whale for $5, so $10 cash. And then my last sale for the day was a small chicken for $5 card. So, yeah, that's kind of bad. expenses. So my booth fee was $67. I spent $3 in gas, and my sale tax would have been $13.20. I don't know why I was trying to say 28. $13.20 in tax. So I made a total of $61 on card and $38 on cash. So my total profit was $99. Take away the expenses, how much I spent, it was $15.80 would have been my take-home profit. That's crazy. I haven't had a bad market like that in a very, very long time. Like, I've been wanting to, like, pay myself for my, like, time for markets, and I wouldn't be able to do that. $15 doesn't do anything. So, yeah. And it's funny because I need more stickers, I need more bags, and I need more bag stickers. So that was like a total of like, I think I just spent $22 on stickers. I got a lot of stickers though. I just bought like, I just bought bag stickers, a new hook, because my hook, the rubber part is coming off the clover hook. Ink for my computer so I can print stuff out for my business, and then I've just bought some safety eyes so I can try to start painting and making my own safety eyes, hopefully. That was $70. So $22 for stickers, $70 for that. And I still had to buy bags, which I'm gonna go do that today and go to Walmart and get some bags. So I definitely just spent more with my business than I made at this market. So yeah, the market didn't go very well, and we'll cross our fingers and hope that my next market, which is next Saturday, will go really, really well. So that is it for now, and I'll see you with my next market and next market prep. So bye. We're at our second April market. It is a full market today. There's a lot of people here today, so hopefully that means there's going to be a lot of people coming to shop. Hopefully this is a lot better than last market. I usually do pretty good at this place, so cross our fingers, and yeah. Here's my booth. So I always seems to change stuff around, just how I feel and like what I have. I have a few more things I need to put out and finish, but this is it for right now. So I ran out of time to do this video yesterday, so I'm just doing a quick video at my market. These are a couple more items that I made in the month of April. So I managed to get from my last market, which was about 2 weeks ago, I guess, today. I managed to do 5 pickles. So you got this like light green one, normal colored one, kind of like a Christmas color one, dark green, and this almost army colored green. And then I did a fruit ducky, another fruit ducky, because I only have one from my last market. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good. And I sold my small fruit duck last market too, so I made another one with that little hat. And I also made some swings, but they're not done yet, so once they're done I will take a quick video of what they look like. And that's it.
Thank you.
So we got 3 of these bees. I'm going to be selling them for $10. I'm at my market right now for May. It's May 15 or something at the Ocala Downtown Market. Yeah, that video of those 3 plushies were way overdue. So I just wanted to come on real quick and show you those 3 things before they sell.
Alright, hello guys, this is Eddie Angelica. Coming from the future in May, the end of May. It's about May 29th, I think now, yeah. So this video is just a little bit overdue. I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty much almost caught up on all of my videos. Don't mind my children in the background. They're literally like right behind me, playing on the floor over there, so let's try, hopefully they don't come through too loud on here. So the video you just watched was of the 3 bees. And yes, I was at my May market, and I totally forgot that I actually made those. I actually made them at my end of my April market, which was on the 25th. I always like to crochet when I'm sitting there doing a market. It keeps me off my phone, and it keeps me more aware of everything around me. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's so cool, you're crocheting right in front of us. And it like kind of brings people in too. So I actually made 3 of those sitting bees at my April 25th market. I also thought I had made a market video for my second market of April, but apparently I did not. So we're going to do that real quick right now. And then I'm probably going to I was going to tell you how many plushies I have too, but I'm going to have to jump off and look at my video again to make sure I have the right amount. So I'll probably just post that number and where I said it earlier in the video. Alright, so my second market in April was on April 25th, and it was at Ocala Downtown Market. It was kind of a weird location. I was like kind of like at the end of the street right before it turns to go down another way, where there's like a lot of like, there was a music right next to me, so that was kind of hard to hear. There was like a hot dog stand right next to me, a lemonade stand, and then the music. They were all like right there at that corner. So it kind of was a little louder than normal, but I managed. All right, so this was a good market. It was a good market. One of the better ones of the year, that's for sure. So the booth fee was $30. I spent $30 in gas from there to back home, and I spent about $22 in food. It was really hot, so I got a lemonade, a root beer lemonade. It was so good. And I also got lunch. I couldn't resist getting, I think it was like a fajita, but like an Italian one with like lamb in it. It was really good. My goodness, so good. So I couldn't resist buying some food. Sometimes it's hard to resist buying stuff. All right, so the first thing I sold was a small turtle for $15 in card. Next thing I sold was the extra small turtle, so the staining turtles, for $5 cash. Next thing I sold another extra small turtle for $5 in cash. I sold my Oreo cow, which was the cow that I just made at my last April market. So it only took one market and it sold. So I sold that for $27, and then they also bought a pickle for $10, so $37 in cash. I sold a fruit duck hat, the watermelon one, for $27 card. I sold another small turtle for $5 card. And then this is where it got interesting. A group of young girls, like young, like I would say range between maybe 4 to 8, or maybe they were all the same age, like 5. I don't know. It was a group of them. Came over to the booth and they were looking and they were like, oh. And they were with 2 other adults. And the daughter of the man was like, hey, I really want this. Can I get this? And the other ones really wanted stuff. And they're like trying to ask their parents. And they're like, you could tell that some of the parents were going to say no. They're like, no, not really. And I don't know what got a hold of that guy, that father. But he was like the best father ever, I feel like, for those girls. He said, fine, everyone pick one item. And they went, rampage. They were like, oh. On all, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of kids. And then they started pulling, grabbing. Everyone was grabbing one. I was like, oh my God, to try to keep up with this now. And I was like, are you sure? Because one of them picked the orange kitty cat, one of the more expensive items I have. One of the more expensive items. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, just don't tell me the price. And I was like, okay, give me a minute and let me calculate this. So they got 2 whales, which is okay. That's a $5 purchase each. They got a chicken, which was also $5 purchase each. Personally, I feel like he should have said just right here, these items. Like, pick a $5, $10 item, or a $12. Like, would have been my max per item, I think. Then they also got the sitting cat for $43, which I'll get a picture and put it here. And then 2 of my small turtles, which were $15 each. So I actually sold out of all 3 of my turtles. So actually, I had made those 3 turtles before my first April market, thinking they would sell pretty quickly. So I actually made those turtles for the first April market, and I expected them to sell pretty quickly because they usually do, and none of the 3 turtles sold. But then I go to my second April market, and all 3 sell in that one market. So they also got 2 of those turtles for $15 each. So that guy's total was $88, and I was like, are you sure? Do you want me to tell you what the price was? And he's like, no. So he scans his card, and I had double check because I was like, $88. I gotta make sure that's actually what I'm charging here. I had it. I think I penciled the pricing out, and I got to that conclusion. I was like, let me double check. And so I went on my calculator, and I did it again. I was like, yeah, okay. So he scanned in. I was like, do you want a receipt? And he's like, no, I don't want to know. I was like, okay, thank you for buying everything. Have a good day. That was one of the best purchases so far, I feel like. Okay, so I sold a frog swing, which was one of the 8 animal swings that I made early in this, showed you in the earliest video. And that was the only one that sold. I was surprised that no one else bought those swings. So it was $16 on card. Okay, so back to what I was saying. The next thing was a chicken for $5 cash, a pickle for $10 cash. I sold the mini ray for $13 card. I sold a resin keychain for $10 cash. I was a little young girl who kept coming back and back. She came back 3 times, I feel like, before she bought anything. So she paid $10 cash, and then someone bought a bee keychain for $5 cash, and then someone bought a chicken for $5 cash. And then someone bought a strawberry chocolate keychain for $5 cash. Someone bought the ladybug for $13 card. That ladybug, I feel like I had just made as well. It didn't stay with me very long. And then someone bought a resin keychain for $5 cash. So it's supposed to be $10. I think what happened there is I was saying like there's like some plushies on top of like the little keychain thing that I put on the very bottom with, and then the resin keychains are on top. And I said that the bottom ones were $5, and I had pointed to a few other things. I was like, this is also $5 or whatever. And and before I could like say anything, I think she was with a kid. I can't exactly remember, but I think she was. Before I could like say anything, she was like, "Oh, and this is also $5. You can get this if you want." And then of course the kid wanted it for. I think she only had $5, and of course the kid really wanted that. And I was like, "Well, it's actually 10." But I was just like, you know what? Sure, you can have it $5. So I kind of gave that to her $5 instead of like 10 because I was going to correct her. Then I was like, well, that's all she has, and she really wants it. So you know, whatever. And then a whale for $5 cash, a bee for $5 cash, and then another resin keychain. This was after those people left for $10 cash. So I actually sold 3 resin keychains, which is not really that popular usually. So it's kind of normal that I sold that many. So my total was $289. I got tax was 36 and 13 cents was tax for that day. So total expense on top of that with the expenses, so the booth fee and the gas and the food I ate was $55. And then I also took because I made over $200, I took the $90 hourly pay for me doing that market out as well. So after all of that, my profit that I brought home was $107.87. So that is pretty good still. Request at this market, I had a request for a flamingo. I had a request for an owl, and a request for an alligator. So I guess I need to make some owls, flamingos, and alligators. I usually write down, like, if someone says, oh, do you have this? I'll, like, write that down and try to get it made. Which I'm actually working on a flamingo right now. So, that will probably be in my May market prep blog. But yeah, that was it for the April. So I was able to do 2 April markets. One was not that great at all, and one was actually pretty good. I wish they were both pretty good, but that just knows that I probably will not do the Browns and Brown spring market again. I will try to do their winter one. Wasn't that good? I did do their fall last year, and that was really good. That was my best market I ever did, and hopefully that still stays true for this year. Because if it doesn't, and I don't do very good this year, then I think it's just going to be something I'm not going to be doing anymore. I'm not going to be doing any of their markets anymore. Because I am definitely looking for better places to try to make more money, more than $200. Because I think I might need to start going to like out of Ocala, but then we're talking about an hour drive anywhere really. So there's some markets in Williston. I might try a Gainesville one, and maybe Orlando. And see if I can actually sell more at those markets or not. And there's also a big July and November market at the World Equestrian Center in Ocala. But they're something you need to like apply to 6 months in advance, and they're like $300 booth fees. So that would have to be something I'll probably do next year. So yeah, I'm just concerned about doing it next year. We'll have to see, and really based on if I have the time to make the plushies and what I plan on doing about my markets for Ocala downtown, because those are going to start opening up soon. And that I'll talk about that a little bit more in the May market. So thank you for joining me for the April blog. I hope you guys all had a great April. And please follow me, like, save this video, I don't know, comment, follow me on Instagram. I am just going to start working on a shop soon too, so those are some exciting stuff as well. So yeah, just please comment, tell me what you guys were crocheting while watching this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.